I'm taking you guys with me on my first trip to White Point Beach Park in South LA County. I'll be going over the history of the area, a whole bunch of great tourism information, and a whole bunch of other links in the description below. Enjoy! This land was actually part of one of the old rancheros, of course. The Sepulveda family owned it. And in right around the 1940s, of course, the U.S. government took it over for security reasons. LA, South LA County, especially the Port of Los Angeles, was really important for homeland defense. It was still a major port even in the early to mid 1900s. So you have a ton of military stuff going on here. This whole land, this whole area was actually part of a larger Nike missile site that could actually be equipped with nuclear warheads. But now we're starting to see some sea life. You know, you got much more barnacles and algae and whatnot. Let's see here. We're going to keep going up. This is, if you are not spry or willing to take falls, I would not do this. This is, this is a little bit much even for me in sandals right now. This was a kind of a not the best idea, but I'm doing it for YouTube. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Now we're getting to the wildlife area. More barnacles, of course. Ooh, our first sea anemone. These guys right down here. You might be able to see them. Zoom in for you. Yeah. So when I was a kid, we'd come down here, and some people would touch them with their finger, and they'd like suction onto your hand. Ooh, here we go. Ooh. Oh my. Oh wow, I just got wet. Actually, I was not expecting that. All right, so that was interesting. I actually was trying to find more sea critters for you guys, but couldn't find any. But I did find something else interesting here. This looks like a piece of road that slid down the hill or was built here at one point. There is actually not far from here what's called Sunken City. It was a development built in the 1940s that actually slid completely down the hill, and it's closed off to the public, but of course a lot of people go in there, tagged it up graffiti, very post-apocalyptic, very interesting. I ran into some folks down there who were actually looking for uni or sea urchins, I believe. There's a little bit of a loss in translation, but they're looking for those to cook up. And from my understanding, a lot of people do it. They said you could get a fishing license for a day and do it, but you're definitely gonna want to check that with the LA County. But a lot of people hunted abalone here, even until my lifetime in the early 1990s. There weren't that many, but people would go down there and scrape them off the rocks. Now they've been sadly hunted mostly to extinction in this area, but people are still come out here. They still spearfish. They still come out and fish off the rocks on their own. Really a great place to recreate and see some great wildlife. I'll come back when something else interesting comes up. All right, so I made it all the way across to the end of the beach, showing you guys what's going on out here. Oh, there's a guy out there fishing. Oh, looks like he's diving possibly. So there are a lot of people who will actually squid fish out here, and they come out in the middle of the nights with their bright lights on. That is a kelp forest. I'll just try to get a zoom in on that later, but these huge coastal kelp forests is very important to our ecosystem, and after they stopped dumping DDT into the ocean, a common pesticide, the kelp forest started to come back, and I've actually been fortunate enough to snorkel through one on Catalina, and it's really, really amazing. So over there, it looks like that is actually a discharge pipe, probably from Sunken City, as I had mentioned before. As you can see, all sorts of graffiti, very interesting. Gonna see if there's something else for you. Wow, so I drove to the northern side of the park and found this beautiful palm walk. Lovely stone walk. I'm walking with no shoes on right now, and it's great. This seems like it's the end of the park. Lot of Los Angeles history here. They had some little interpretive things about the native folks who lived here. This is an awesome day trip if you're from North LA or a different part of Los Angeles, or even if you're a tourist and you're coming down and checking out something different than the normal, you know, Hollywood, etc. going on. This area, you also have some other tide pools you can walk down to. Oh, here looks like the old fire pit that the Sepulveda family built. Wow, I was not expecting that. That's cool. Yeah, it was built a little over 100 years ago. That's fun. Yeah, here in Palos Verdes, they also have a lot of whale watching. In the springtime, you can actually see the gray and I think humpback whales migrating down from Alaska right past this peninsula to Mexico to feed and breed every year. So there's, I think, Point Vicente Interpretive Center, Interpretive Center. They have at the lighthouse there. They have a little museum, and they also have. When I was a boy, they had Whale of a Day, where they kind of have a little mini whale-themed festival down there. It was a lot of fun. Check that out, especially if you have kids or it's a good date. Usually happens in April. Yeah, you can't really see Catalina today, sadly. There are several different Channel Islands that go way out there, but I'll try to do another video for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to tell you about Los Angeles or California next. So there's all sorts of cool things that most people don't know about here down in Palos Verdes. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you'd like. Have a good one.